Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And if you haven't started yet, y'all the village ones in it, I appreciate you anyway. Please, y'all, let's have a moment of silence real quick, y'all. Let's have a moment of silence for this young man for unfortunately losing his life so soon, man. And I got so much to have to say in this video, y'all. But real quick, let's have a moment of silence, please. Fellas, what can we learn from I believe his name is Kameron Anderson, if I remember correctly. What can we learn from this? So apparently this man met a chick, if I'm not mistaken, online, agreed to meet up with her over 100 miles away, only for him to get deleted by this woman. And fellas, I'm telling y'all, these types of things terrifies me. Excuse me, y'all. It terrifies me in more ways than one, because I sit there and I say all the time, yo, listen, I'm not really a fan of this online dating thing. I'm not a fan of meeting chicks and flying out. I've never flown I've never flown a chick out to come see me. Like I just, and vice versa. I just don't. It just doesn't make to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. There are so many women within a 30-mile vicinity that I could drive to. I could drive 30 miles north. I don't like it. Okay, cool. Go back home. Drive 30 miles south, 30 miles east, 30 miles west, whatever the case. Well, I can't drive can't drive 30 miles east because I live literally right next to the beach. So I can't. I drive 30 miles east and I'll be in the goddamn water. But yeah, no, bro. I just don't see why dudes put themselves in these types of situations, these type of predicaments. I just don't get it. Let's get into it, y'all, because again, these types of things terrifies me, mainly because I have 4 younger brothers. Mainly because I got 4 younger brothers. But let's get into it, y'all.
3 people, including a teenage minor, are charged with capital murder.
Police say they lured a young man from Bedford to East Texas in order to rob him. His body was found in the trunk of a vehicle. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager spoke with the victim's family members and joins us now live. Peyton.
Steve and Heather, I spoke with Kameron Anderson's mother on the phone today. She is not ready to speak publicly, and she's still grieving the loss of her son. But she believes that her son went out to East Texas to meet up with a girl. That's where investigators say 3 people were waiting to rob him. Kameron Anderson's mother tells Fox 4 her son left this Bedford apartment complex on the evening of August 31st. And that was the last time she would ever see him. Hours later, on September 1st, the 20-year-old's body was found in the trunk of his burned vehicle more than 150 miles away in East Texas. An autopsy revealed Anderson had 2 fatal gunshot wounds. The 20-year-old graduated from Trinity High School in Euless and then enrolled in Blinn College. He moved back to Bedford, where his family lives. 3 people are now charged with Anderson's murder. 18-year-old Nathaniel Hall's girlfriend, 21-year-old Jasmine Williams, and an unnamed 16-year-old.
Let me say this real quick. Hold on.
And
look like Buddy over here smiling. I mean, both of them smirking. But look like Buddy didn't learn a goddamn lesson, not remorseful or whatever. Throwing away their whole life. How much money did you rob them for? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But throwing away your whole life for, I would imagine, I would imagine, again, I wouldn't even think Buddy had $5,000 worth of stuff on him. But throwing your life away over a couple $1,000s. R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Oh, I need to do a video on that too, now that I'm thinking about it. But the killer that deleted Young Dolph was found guilty on all charges. Come to find out, allegedly, he was being paid to delete dog. Y'all know how much money it was, allegedly? $800 in cash. So my question is, y'all was trying to rob this man. What was y'all robbing this man for? Y'all deleted this man and stuffed him in the trunk of his car. I would have thought y'all would have damn stole the car and sold it. Hell, I would imagine that would be the most expensive thing that this man had on him. So let's keep going. But I just had to pause. I just had to pause it because I want to ask both them, and then the third one is supposed to be underage. Usually when they're underage, they're not going to show the name or the face. Excuse me, y'all. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But was it worth it? Was it worth it? Let's say the man had $1,000 cash on him, and they stole $1,000. There was 3 involved. $1,000 split 3 different ways. That's $330 something, $330, $340 each. I just did my shopping for groceries. I want to say 3 days ago, 2-3 days ago. Had a cart full of food, meats, produce. I don't really eat. I mean, I do like sugar, but I don't eat junk food like that. I snack on I got a bunch of tangerines here, like a bowl full of tangerines or whatever. Sliced, I should say, tangerines. So I've been stacking on tangerines. Y'all know me. I got my water and all the other stuff. Always keep that on deck. But stacked up on my fruits, stacked up on my vegetables, water. Y'all know what time it is. Little couple snacks here and there. But mainly meats. Chicken, beef, stuff like that. Cart full of food when I went to Walmart, and then I went to the meat store. I forgot I went to the meat store also too as well. Altogether, I had to spend probably $420, $440, and I ain't got food stamps. I wish I did. Somebody got some food stamps. Send me a food stamp card. Let me know some. Let me know. But no, seriously, man. I spent over $400. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, how much money did Buddy have on him? Because if he had $1,000, $300, bro, that's only a cart full of food. You threw a life away over a cart worth of food?
And an unnamed 16-year-old. On August 31st, investigators say Anderson was texting Jasmine Williams, who was using Hall's phone the entire drive east from Bedford to Troop, Texas, 20 miles outside of Tyler. According to an arrest warrant affidavit Fox 4 obtained on Tuesday, cell phone records placed both Anderson and Hall's cell phones on the rural Rusk County road where the burning car was located. Once in custody, deputies say Hall made a phone call from jail to his sister, telling her to, quote, clean up. Detectives interviewed Hall's sister, and she said the night of the murder, the 3 suspects talked about doing a rip, which means to rob someone. Hall's sister also told investigators she heard at least 2 gunshots coming from the back of the home that night. Hall's sister later admitted to detectives she cleaned up casings from the shooting and later threw the casings out the window while she was driving. Over the weekend, the sheriffs from both Smith County and Rusk County held a joint press conference, vowing to continue their pursuit for justice.
We're going to work extremely.
Real quick, hold on, real quick. That would mean that Hall's sister is an accessory. She cleaned up, I'm assuming, the blood. She cleaned up the shell casing from the gun, the bullet, from the bullets out the gun, and threw them out the window while she was driving. That's an accessory. Let's keep going.
Extremely hard for them, so they can be able to look these accusers in the face when that day comes in trial.
Investigators also say when Hall was arrested, he was in possession of a handgun and also an AR-15. Both were determined to be stolen. Investigators add that bullets from the crime scene match the loaded bullets that were inside of the stolen AR-15.
Committed a rip, huh? Yes, it's RIP to you because you're not gonna see the sun ever again. Was it worth it? I'm trying to get back on the people arrested. Was it worth it? Nathaniel and Jasmine? Damn shame. Fellas, what can we learn from this? What can we learn from this? It's so sad. Young man, only 20 years old. Had his whole life ahead of this man. What was I doing when I was 20? I was in school. Uh, I had just finished my associates at 20. I was working at, if I remember correctly, I was working at UPS and I was working at Pizza Hut when I graduated with my associates. If I remember correctly. It was either UPS and Pizza Hut, or I was working at UPS and the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Because I worked at the Ritz-Carlton for like, I don't even know, man, maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 months, 8 months. I was at UPS for like a solid 4 or 5 years. So I know for a fact I was working at UPS and somewhere else. I can't remember where I was working at. But anyway, whatever. That's what I was doing at 20. Working 2 jobs and going to school. I can't even think of what I would have done if I was in his situation, or let alone me losing my life trying to meet up to see some chicks. Because I'm not gonna sit here and cap what y'all make it seem like, bro. I won't drive them. But I wasn't driving no 150 damn mile. I don't even think I had a car back then. Did I have a car when I was 20? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, man. Like I just R.I.P. Mr. Cameron Anderson, man. So sad. So sad. Young man lost his life, and then these two, well, three, I should say, these three young people lost life. I forgot about the 16-year-old. The 16-year-old lost his life also too as well, because you're not getting out. The 16-year-old actually might be able to get out by, what is he, 16, 15, 16 now? The 16-year-old might get served 20 years and might be able to get out at 35. Maybe. Maybe. So we'll see how that plays out, because it just depends on how they charge him, and if him or her, how they charge that person, and if they're going to charge that person as an adult or as a minor. It sounds like they charge him as a minor because they're not trying to release the name and the face. So it sounds like they're trying to charge him as a minor. Want to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, be safe, Erica.